Hello everybody, welcome to today's topic. I am reluctant to make a topic on this context or topic of India versus Pakistan conflict, but I just felt that I had to make certain statements about the previous 7 to 10 days since all this started. And I'm going to begin with, before you continue, please have a look at my videos and click the hands icon to like the video and click the subscribe button to see more of the videos from my Shazzy Geo channel. And basically, now I'm going to deep dive into the topic. Why did this conflict happen? I'm going to talk from the top of my mind. I'm not saying this or this, there's a disclaimer. The point of the fact is, after the Israel versus Palestine issue, and then the situation didn't get to a point that there was going to be a big war with Iran versus Israel, or Israel versus Turkey, or Israel versus Egypt. Somehow, the Netanyahu government probably gave directions to the Prime Minister of India, which is Modi, and to attack Pakistan. And this is an assumption, but it is very likely true. Because why would India and Pakistan go to war for nothing? I mean, we've been living in peace for the past couple of years, and all of a sudden, there's like, last I heard last night, that there were going to be nuclear bombs involved if they don't stop this war immediately. So, with that said, now the point is, why did the Indian government initiate this conflict, Operation Sindoor, and why did they start it? Okay, first of all, I would like to acknowledge the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force generals and the Indian military think tank, whoever made the decision to tell Prime Minister Modi and his political party to not to go to war or attack Pakistan. And that is number one issue, which is, I give full credit to the Indian military professionals for saying and admitting and believing in, even if they went to war with Pakistan, they're not going to come out on top for whatever reason. And that is the reason why the Indian Air Force, I believe the Air Marshal or the General, he resigned before this mini conflict, well, this major conflict that just took place in the last 10 days. Do you see what's going on in the background? It's not the Indian people who want war. It's not the Indian military who wants war. It is only one political party and one man, and that is the Indian Prime Minister Modi and his RSS followers. That's it. He's a diehard, he's a mental person. Seriously, I think he's a mental person. Why do I say he's a mental person? I have my own opinions. You know, he never got married. A person who doesn't get married gets, during his lifetime, really extreme viewpoints. A person who gets married lives a constant happy life. That is what I'm saying. And then he bears children. He has to look after his children. He has to worry about his children not getting hurt in the next 20, 30 years after his death. That is what I meant by Modi is a mental person, because he didn't get married and because he has extremist point of views. He has no children to worry about after his death. But that's just a viewpoint. The other thing is that right now, as I speak, half of India is going against Modi. I don't need to confirm this. It's pretty self-evident. Why would the Air Force Marshal, the top man of the Air Force, of the Indian Air Force, why would he give a factual advice to Prime Minister Modi and his government that we cannot go to war with Pakistan because of X, Y, and Z reasons? They've got better weapons and we don't. And if you go to war, this is what's going to happen. So he resigned. He's clear. Then second of all, Mr. Parveen Sawhney and his YouTube channel got banned in India. Why did it get banned? It's the same thing. Anybody who speaks against the government of India, their YouTube channel gets banned. It is very shallow, it is very sad, and if you look at Karan Tharpar's interview from United States with Parveen Sawhney, there you have it, people. You can just watch his Karan Tharpar's vlog with Mr. Parveen Sawhney. And Parveen Sawhney is such a delighted professional in artificial intelligence, because he's been making cyber videos, military videos, I think for the past 3, 4, 5 years, and he's written books. So he knows exactly on what level the Indian military is when compared to China and Pakistan. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I don't need to get into the details. I'm just saying the facts, the mistakes that happened leading to India starting a war with Pakistan. I'm not saying this country is better. I'm not saying, I have a neutral point of view. But as a military point of strategist, I can tell things even before they happen. And if you see some of my vlogs, I was criticizing the Biden administration. So these are some very key factors that you have to take into account before you make a decision to go to war with any country. And like I said, I'm not going to talk about the victories of India, victories of Pakistan in this conflict. We can see that very clearly, what happened and why it happened and why did the war stop. And I'm really grateful that Donald Trump intervened, and he brokered a ceasefire between these two countries. But I'm just sad to the fact that from an American point of view, Donald Trump said, these two countries go to war, I don't care. We don't care. We have nothing to do with this. And now Donald Trump, because they were going to go nuclear, India and Pakistan, Donald Trump intervened and he said that, okay, ceasefire immediately. And this matter ends here. So I'm just very sad to the fact that if United States, they could have prevented this earlier on. And we know now that the Chinese products such as the JF-17, the J-10C, and the PL-15, they are all going up and up in market value. And we shall see in future the outcome of future conflicts. And I hope you've learned a couple of things today, and please click like and click the red button to see more of it. Ta-ta from Shazzy.